happiness on our way to heaven.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to your show, Yo Soy Alma Joven. Estamos, gracias a Dios.
I was born and raised as Catholic, and when I was 19, I decided to move from Central America. The situations is pretty tough up there. The gangs, politics, poverty, so poverty a lot. So that's why, I took a decision. I had to move. So I was seeking the American dream. But when I got to the States, is when, I felt free. So I didn't have to go to church anymore because all those years before, I was forced to go to church. I was forced to praise the Lord, And when I thought that I was free, I was trying and seeking as a human nature, seeking for happiness. And I did found happiness, but it was in the wrong place. It was temporary. It wasn't the happiness that I will feel behind. So it's when I lost it. I lost my dignity, respect for myself, respect for others, and the worst, respecting God. I totally lost it. Being away from God, I fell in a lot of, I was depending in a lot of things, that the world is actually offering me. So I was addicted to pornography, was addicted to drugs, alcohol, sex, and it was tough. It was tough every time that I would be, getting high or getting drunk or doing all my stuff, that I was in my freedom, and I will feel bad the next day. But it wasn't just a hangover, it wasn't like that. It was because deep in my heart, I didn't know that I was seeking in the wrong places, happiness. And God is amazing. I didn't know how merciful He can be, and He knew where I was weak, and because I like women. And that was, I was weak in that part, and every time that I will, date someone, I will try to take advantage of them, to respecting them. And for me, my goal is just to take him, and be, in a relationship that I shouldn't be unless I'm married, and that was my goal, with every single lady that I met. And God knows, we're weak, and He put this beautiful young adult who invited me to go to one retreat, have an experience with the Lord. I took the decision to go to the retreat, to that weekend retreat. Friday, didn't want to be there. Saturday, I just wanted to come back home. I was 2 hours away. Someone took me, didn't have a ride, didn't have my car. So I was stuck up there, But it was this moment, and especially, I'm really glad, that Pope Francis is projecting this 2016, like the Jubilee Mercy year, because so many of us, we think that God, just because we have done really bad, we think that God is a punishment. He's gonna, receive you with a punishment, consequences, but no. And I had that concept, that's why that was one of the 1,000 reasons why I didn't come back to the sacraments. But I remember that Saturday, it was the most beautiful day of my life. This priest came, and when he got to the point, this beautiful story about this young man. He was 19 when he left his house. He went to a different country, spent his money like the prodigal son, but it was adapted to our age. And this guy, he lost everything, dignity, respect, everything. And when he was, he wanted to come back home, but he was so afraid to call his own father that he better, he wrote a letter to his father, mailed to him. And the letter says, "Father, I want to come back home. I'm really sorry. I respect you. I disown you and everything. And I want to go the 30th of this month. I want to go to the house. I'm gonna go by train, and before I get to the train station, there's a big tree. You'll recognize it. I just want to ask you, to place a sign. If I see that you hang a white blanket on the tree, I believe that you forgive me and you're ready to take me back home. But if I don't see it, I won't bother you again. I'm gonna continue on the train, and have a good life. And then they came, and when he was about to arrive to the train station, he didn't see, one blanket on the tree. The complete tree, it was full of white blankets, And when he said that, when the priest said that, my heart broke, for the first time in many years. And I request, they had an order, to go to confession. They've been asking to go to confession the whole retreat. I was just rejecting the confession at that moment, the beautiful sacrament. And when I heard that story, I walked out of the room where they were giving the talks. I wanted to cry, but I didn't want to see anybody, no one see me crying. And I told them, I need to go to confession. And I remember that I went straight before the Lord, dropped on my knees, and I said, Lord, I just don't know how to pray, I just don't know how to, talk to you, but I do want to stop, everything that I have done until today, but I can do it by myself. Since that moment, and I'm proud to say that since 2007, in that moment, I left everything behind. Everything that I had done that day, I left it behind, and the Lord has done, greatness, from that I consider, garbage, my person. The Lord do miracles, that's why I love, John, the most beautiful, chapter of passage of the Bible is John 6 for me, when they told the Lord, how are we gonna feed them, we only have these leftovers. Whatever you have, whatever it is, just bring it to the Lord and He will do miracles. Jesus is my Savior because I didn't know that He loves me. And I found it in the hard way that He actually loves me more than I can ever imagine.